Okay, this is Mr. Great Tech Review Studio. I'm here once again bringing you the most excellent Arduino tutorial. On today's tutorial, we are going to do tutorial number 25. On tutorial number 25 is all about understanding RGB light emitting diode, LED. Your one and only Mr. Great. I'm here once again to bring you the most excellent Arduino tutorial number 25, understanding how you can make use of your RGB light emitting diode. RGB light emitting diode. Okay, now we have other light emitting diode. In our previous tutorials, we did experiments with light emitting diode, most of our experiments, most of our coding, and for us to see what we're doing in the IDE, in our physical world, we use light emitting diode. In our Morse code and every other code, all the strings, all the numbers and rest of them, how to read numbers with serial monitors, how to read strings with serial monitor. After serial monitor, we use LED to interface it so that we can see what we're doing. And today we are going to use RGB, that is red, green, blue LED. Combination of red, green, blue. That means, let me show you, it's a combination of 3 LED in one. The red LED, the green LED, and the blue LED, all of them are in one like this. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so you have it, the red LED, the green LED, and the blue LED, and the blue LEDs. That is RGB, combination of red, green, and blue in one LED. So that is it. That is what we have here in one LED like this. Okay, so let me come very close so that I can picture it. You can see what I'm saying. So you have your red, R, G, green, B, bravo, red LED, and the green LED and blue LED combined together, we give you what? RGB. So we are going to see how you can make use of them, and also how we can see that this one is a combination of the three of them. So now this is the three LED combined into one. So you have them in this LED. So let's keep this one aside because we have done a lot of project with this. Okay, we have done a lot of project with this, so let's keep it aside. Let's concentrate on this one. That is 3-in-1 LED, which is the RGB LED. The three colors is going to come out in this glass tube. Now we are going to see how we are going to make use of the LED. So we are going to see how we are going to make use of this LED here, and how we can be able to. Okay, very good. The shot is okay, so that is it. Okay, so we are going to see how we are going to make use of it, how we are going to code in our most excellent Arduino IDE, and how we are going to see the physical structure, the physics behind it, and the electronics behind it, and how we can connect them using our Arduino board and our breadboard, using the Arduino board here, using the breadboard here, and our Arduino board. I have it in my small pack. Okay. This is it, and on all our jumpers, let me drop them. This LED, we have the RGB LED, we have the common anode. Okay, let me just use this to explain what I'm saying. You have the common anode. Okay, good. Now you have the common anode and you have the common cathode LED. And I think the one I have is the common cathode LED. I think so. The one I have should be common cathode LED. And You have the common anode. It's a disclaimer so that you know that it's not one type that we have. So now in the this is the physical LED, the three of them combined together into this, and so you have the common anode. In the common anode, that means the longer leg should be the positive. The common anode, the longer leg should be the what? The positive. The longer leg should be the positive, should be the positive in the common anode, and the common cathode, the longer leg should be the negative, should be the ground, should be the negative, should be the ground. That is how it works. Cathode is what? Negative, anode is what? Positive. So in the common cathode, this is one I have. The one I have is the common cathode. Common cathode. So okay. So now let's see the physical structure. This is the LED, and you have the longer leg. You can see you have the longer leg here, and you have the longer leg, which is what? The positive or the negative, depending on the type you have. Depending on the type you have. Okay, so depending on the type you have the longer leg, either positive or negative. Then others are the green, blue, and the red. Okay, now since I have common cathode and the longer leg, this is the longer leg. Okay, so this is the longer leg. See, this leg is longer, so it should be what? The ground. So let me make it longer, and let me use black and draw it longer. So it's the longer leg. So you see it, the longer leg is what? The ground. Then if I have the common cathode, then you have the first leg should be what? The first leg is what? Is the red. And the second leg, which is the longer leg, is what? The ground. The third leg should be the green, and the last leg here should be what? The last leg here should be what? Should be the blue. The blue. So that is how it works. You have the red, the ground, the green, and the blue. So this is the physical structure of the LED, and in this one, this is the electronic structure. This is how it's being structured inside. Okay, so this is it. Then you have the resistors being connected to it are the current limiting resistors. You link the current limiting resistor 470 ohm, 330 ohms, or 100 ohms resistor being linked to it, so that you limit the current of 5 volts, not flashing it. Okay, so now you link resistors 470 ohms resistors in series with what? With these legs. In series with the legs, except the ground, which is what? The cathode. Okay, now some of you will like to put one resistor in the cathode. Well, and the other will be taking the current, or the current will be looped up to that resistor. I don't think it's a very good idea. So you better link up all the three legs, you put resistors there. Okay, that will be better option for you. Okay, so that is it. That is how it looks. And this is the red, this is the green, this is the blue, this is the symbol of light emitting diode. We have done that in our symbols of electronic components. I think we have done that, so you must have known all the symbols. Okay, so that is it. The common cathode, the common anode, and the common cathode RGB LED. Okay, so we are going to hook it up. You see how I hooked them up, and just like I told you, I have what? The longer leg should be my what? My ground. And my longer leg what is the second leg. So from my left hand side, from this side, I have my first leg, which is red. So I'm going to hook it up. Okay, good. Very good. So I will use this as my ground, which is my longer leg. I hook it up. It's my ground wire, and I use the red for red, which is the first leg. I use it for red. Okay, but before then I have to do what? I have to put a current limiting resistor. So let me shift it a little bit here so that my resistor can be in place. Okay, so I use 470 ohms. Okay. Okay, so this is how I hook them up. Okay, now I use my first one is the red. I use red jumper. Then RGB green. I use green jumper. And blue, I use blue jumper. Okay, I use blue jumper for the last one. Let me see. Okay, so this is it. And in my Arduino board, I'm going to make use of pins. I'm going to make use of my output pins with my digital pins, digital output pins. I have to make use of 2, 3, 4 pins. So my red goes to what? To pin 2. Then I connect to pin 2. And my green goes to 3. And my blue goes to 4. And my ground goes to what? To ground. And for ground pin, this is ground pin. And this is how. Then I hooked I got to hook it up in my system, in my computer. Then I'm good to go. Then I have to put my globe so that we can be able to see. Once it is glowing, we can be able to see it, because without this globe we can't be able to visualize it very well. So I put this globe so that we can be able to see it very well. Okay, I'm about to. This is it. And okay, in order to see whether I'll hook my Arduino and okay, very good. Okay, where is my 5 volts? I can check to make sure that I'm in the right. I can look for 5 volts. Look for 5 volts and okay, that is red. It's okay. So I return it. I look for green for 5 volts. Okay, that is okay. I return it. Then I can look for 5 volts again. Plug. Okay, that is blue. That is blue. Then I can return it back to its original pin 4. Okay, that's very good. That's okay. Now we can go to the coding aspect of this program, so we can see how we can be able to code this with our IDE. Okay, so very good. Now I have a okay, should be camera 1. Very good. That's right. We are good to go. Okay, so let's go and see how we can do the coding. Just like I said, we are going to do strings from the serial monitor. You go to our program. That should be the last program we did, strings from the serial monitor. How to read strings from the serial monitor. There's an adjustment we are going to make in that string from the serial monitor. You find out that it's the same program we used, and we just made little corrections and we fire down. So we just made the same use of the program, of that coding, and it's the same, exactly the same. What color of LED do you want? My color, int, red pin is 2, blue pin is what, 3, int, green pin is what, 4. And the first message is what color of LED do you want? That is the first message. That is, you are asking what color of LED do you want? And my color is the color you are going to put in the serial monitor. Serial.available equal in parentheses is how you can use what? can use wait. How you can use to wait. When you ask, you wait. Okay, let's go and see how that one goes about. Okay, so now I'm not going to repeat myself again, just like you have seen in our previous tutorial number 24, how to read strings from the serial monitor. So you go back to that tutorial, you edit with me. Okay, so you have my color, all those ones have done it. Now voice setup, serial.begin 96100. You declare your pin mode. Red pin is output, blue pin is output, and the green pin is what? Is output. Okay, that is it. So that is for what? That is for void setup. So on the void loop, we are going to use the while loop and what? And the on void loop, we are going to use the while loop and what? The if statement command. The if what? The if statement. So now you are going to use these two commands, the while loop command. So you are going to use the while loop command to wait, and you are going to use the if statement command to fire down, to write to your pin. Okay, for conditional statements, just like I told you, in the while loop, serial.available in parentheses equal 0 parentheses closes. That is serial.available parentheses open and close equal 0 parentheses closes. That is a hanging program, just like I told you. In reading strings from the serial monitor, just like I told you, you have to ask what? You have to ask, you have to wait, you have to what? Read. Reading numbers from the serial monitor, you ask, you wait, you read. Okay, that is the formula that we are still going to adopt. Okay, so visit that tutorial. You will also learn more from that tutorial. If you are joining us for the first time, you are welcome. Just visit that tutorial, brush yourself up with that tutorial, and you come along and you flow. Okay, so why serial.available equal parentheses open and close equal 0 parentheses closes? This is the hanging program. The serial.print in line message is what you have asked. You have asked what? You have asked, this is your asking, this is what you did here. This is what you did. Okay. This is it, the first message. This is the first message. This is the first message, which is what color of LED do you want? Okay, so that is it. So now okay, my phone message entered. Okay, so serial.available in parentheses equal 0 parentheses closes. That is, I'm waiting. So you use this while loop to do what? To hang your program and waiting for what? My color. And my color is equals to what? Serial.read strings. If I want to read strings from the what? From the serial monitor, it's a read string. This is what? The variable for reading strings from the serial monitor. Read serial.what? Read strings. Read string. This is the code for you to read from the serial monitor. Reading strings from the serial monitor. Sorry, you want to read strings from the serial monitor. This is the code you are going to use. Serial.read string in parentheses open and close, inverted comma. So that is it. So now you are going to introduce what? The if command, the if statement command. My color equal red. What happened if my color is equal red, not my color red? So you're going to have to visit our what? Our if statement command. Our if statement command. Our if statement, so that we can know how we arrive at this if statement. So at this conditional statement. So that is a conditional statement. So now if my color equal red, digital right in inverted comma open and close, parentheses closes, and open glory, then you close glory, and all your command inside the open and close glory. That is it. That is for if statement command for you. So digital right, red pin high. For my color, red. If you want to put red in my color, if you want it red, okay, every other color will be low. So if I want to make the LED to glow red, that means blue will be low, green will be low. So digital right, blue pin low, digital right, green pin what? Low. Okay, good. Now I go again. Now I'm done with this if statement. I'm done with this conditional statement. So I have to do what? The curly, have to close it. This is it. I close it with this curly. I close it with this curly. So close. Now I have to move to another one. So then I want to go to blue. I want to write blue. I want to make the blue LED to come on. So I said my color equal blue. Inverted comma, open and close this. Okay, digital right, blue pin high, red pin low, green pin low. So anyone that wants to come on will become high, others will be what? Low. It's as simple as ABCD. Okay, let's move down. My color green, I want to turn the green pin high, so I have to say blue pin low, red pin low, and green pin comes what? High. If statement. My color equal green. Okay. Now I want all of them off. The same thing, the same apply. My color equal off. Then green pin low, yellow pin low, red pin what? Low. Okay, then I added this one. My color equal magenta. And let's go to Google and see what is magenta and what is the mixture of magenta. You will see it in Google. I just Googled magenta, and this is what Google gave to me as magenta. I asked Wikipedia and I got my color formula in Wikipedia. My mixing ratio is in Wikipedia. Okay, so let's go to Google. We'll now see how I arrive at magenta. Okay. Okay, very good. This is magenta. It says magenta. From the article I have here, magenta is a color that is variously defined as pinkish, purplish, equals red. But okay, that's the definition of magenta. But here you see the color wheel, and you have RGB. That is RGB here. Then you have R is equals to 255. G is equals to 0 and blue is equals to what? 255. That means in magenta, I need to make green 0. That is green is equals to 0. Look at it here. RGB. So green is what? Is 0. So that means my green has to be totally off from the mixture so that I will get my what? RGB. So just like I told you, you have already known how we got this number. This is a scale value. This is Arduino scale value. From 0 to 255, you have a full blown 5 volts, and your LED comes on full blown LED. You have the full brightness of the LED, and at 255 you have it. At half of 255, this is 120 something, 125 and 127 something. You have your LED at the half level of it. And that is it. And once it's 0, you have a LED. Knock your LED off. So I will not explain this again. We have already done that when we are doing, I think in previous tutorial we have discussed this and how we got these values. Okay, so that is it. So I have to make what? For me to achieve magenta color, I have to make what? I have to make green 0. That is, green has to be low and the blue has to be high. This is 255 is high, and the red pin is also has to be high, 255. So these two colors has to come on, and this one, the green, has to go off. So that is just the simple meaning of it. Okay, you are not seeing. Sorry, you are not seeing. Let me. Okay, so that is it. And the green has to be 0. That is low. Blue has to be what? 255, and the red has to be 255. That is high, high, low, high, high, low. Then you have what? Magenta. So I can decided to say magenta should be high, high, low. Okay, I can do it. High, high, low. I have what? I have a magenta. That means good. I have high, high, low. I have what? Magenta. Okay, so now you can still do it that way, high, high, low, or you can use figures to do that. Okay, now I have what? Cyan. And cyan color, the same thing. Google will still give you cyan color. So we'll go to Google, to Wikipedia, so that we can get our cyan color. And so this is what Google said about cyan. And okay, in Wikipedia, it says cyan is a color between green and blue on the visible spectrum of light. Okay, let's not bother ourselves about the definition, but let's go to the color wheel and see the calculation, the mixture. He said, okay, RGB, that is R is 0, and G is what, 255, and B is what, blue is what, 255. That means low on the red side, and high on the green side, and high on the what, on the blue side. So what is it? So in cyan we have what? We have the green has to be 255, which is high. Blue has to be 255, which is high. Or red has to be what? 0. So you have cyan color. And for other colors, you have to do the assignment and get those colors for yourself. Okay, so now let's go and see how we can do this experiment so that we can get these colors. And okay, so now I have to upload my program. Yes, we are going boom. Okay, there is no other mistakes. Okay, now let's open our serial monitor so that we can. Okay, what color of LED do you want? Okay, let me say cyan. Let me start with cyan and let's see what it's going to give us. CY cyan, and I said I will send. Okay, so this is cyan. It's a mixture of what? Look at it here. This is cyan for you. You can see the green and you can see the blue. The mixture of what? The green and what? And the blue gives you what? Cyan. Cyan. This is cyan. This is cyan. So I'll put off the light so that this is what? This is cyan for you. Okay, this is cyan for you. Okay, so this is cyan for you. Okay, so now let's go and do what? What color of LED do you want? You still asking me what color of LED do I want, and I will say magenta. Okay, let me do magenta. Enter. Okay, so this is exactly. So we mixed it in the other one. I don't know how that color, how this color comes on, and okay, we are correct now. So this is what I have as my magenta. Okay, so this is magenta for you, and we have done cyan, and that is it. And the other color spectrum, you have to get them yourself. Okay, so let's do other colors, other simple colors, and let's say, what color of red do you want? Let's do red, and okay, this is red. Let's do blue. Okay, red. Okay, green. Good. Okay, now you can see how we achieve that. Okay, so then let's say magenta. Let's do cyan. Good. Okay, and in cyan you have what? You have the red off in cyan. Cyan red is off. Okay, red is off. It's only these two. Okay, so this is cyan for you. Okay, so very good. Okay, so this is where we call it a day on this tutorial. I think you have seen how we achieve that, and the different scenarios we use, all the whole colors, how we achieve the red, the blue, the green, and also the magenta and the cyan. Okay, so that is it for now. And what color of LED do you want? You say the color of LED I want is what? When you say what color of LED do you want, you type the color of LED you want with the cyan, with the magenta, and the LED comes on, and the magenta comes on, or cyan comes on. And for every other color spectrum, and what color of LED do you want off? And for example, I can say off, I can type off, and the OFF, enter, it will go off. Okay, so that is it. So you follow the same principle, the same procedure in how to read strings from your serial monitor, then you will understand this RGB LED with your serial monitor. So that is it. I'm out of here, and your one and only Mr. Great here in Mr. Great Tech Review Studio. Remember, your most excellent Arduino tutorial kit. This kit is one top notch, and I will always introduce it in every of my tutorial. You need to get this kit for you to start coding. Arduino IDE, Arduino coding, you need this kit. It's very good, and it's very good for you, so that you will not be left behind in this tutorial. Okay, so that is it, and here is where I'm going to stop in this tutorial number 25, understanding how RGB LED works with your serial monitor, and how we can use RGB LED to do your color wheel. So this is color wheel. We did magenta, we did cyan, and there are other colors that you can also do with your color wheel, with your RGB. So in our subsequent tutorial, we will also experiment more fun with what the RGB. We'll do a lot of things with RGB. Okay, so I'm signing out. If this tutorial makes sense to you, you like and share, and you subscribe in my YouTube channel. I have a lot in my YouTube channel. and I have a lot of videos, so you got to subscribe so that you will not miss out on the YouTube channel. And okay, so in my YouTube channel, this is Mr. Great, and you are here. We see a lot of videos. You can go to videos, click on videos. You see a lot of videos in my YouTube channel. I have done a lot of videos on how you can program with your Arduino. You can see, and also how computer ATX power supply works. This is how I explain it, and also I explain also how you use your smarts, how you use your computer, how to use your computer hard drive with your smartphone. These are the 2 bonus tutorials I did during this Christmas season, and also how to read strings from the serial monitor. This is the last Arduino tutorial I did. In this tutorial we also learn this RGB LED more. This is where I lifted the coding program and transferred it to this tutorial program today. Okay, so that is it, and how to read numbers from the serial monitors. These are a lot of tutorials that you are going to go back and you see, and you do it yourself, and you also code with me. And that is it, and there are other subsequent tutorials. You can go subscribe, like, and share. The video makes sense to you. I'm your one and only Mr. Great here in Mr. Great Tech Review Studio. Okay, I'm signing out. I'm out of here. Bye bye for now.